Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here because I love everything that's been said by both of the speakers. Just so enlightening. So yeah, I wear many hats, and my first love is Black history, and I've had 5 books published, and I'm going to put my website in the chat later so that people can go and have a look. But I've been asked today to share some poems, and I was struggling to decide what to share. But then something that Paul said made me decide that I'm going to share one called Unsung Heroes. But that's my second one. The first one I'm going to share is called Let the Bells Toll. Okay. Let the bells of Britain toll for legal and societal injustice across multiracial cities and towns, for the fallen absentees from history books whose blood silently enriched old ground. They stood up and cried out for love of their people, not money, fortune, nor fame, but so future generations would not be shackled by ignorance, head bowed in shame. So that, unlike our enslaved ancestors, Black people in the here and now could be equals, not serve others in brainwashing chains, nor scrape and bow. Today, we salute ancestors like the Honourable Nelson Mandela, who peacefully fought the good fight, and all who stood against a sea of bigoted opposition demanding justice and equal rights. Marcus Garvey said, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." So grandparents, parents, extended family, regardless of race or culture, for their mental health, teach our children the truth. We hail Sam Sharp, Nanny of the Maroons, Paul Bogle, and many others, the misunderstood, the disrespected and maligned, who showed true bravery. They blazed the trail, surmounted huge obstacles and imprisonment to free us from slavery. Ironic, once they had died unjustly of sly knife, noose, bullet, or other unnatural cause, they are shown respect in high places and honoured with polite applause. Suddenly, honours are conferred and eloquent speeches in their names are made, as those who are truly conscious weep at the high price our warrior ancestors paid. For human rights regained, trampled into the earth when we were bought. Bitter lessons learnt and inroads made from the valiant fights our heroes and heroines fought. Still, in 2020, we remember Barack Obama. He told us to look to the future with great hope, knowing whatever is thrown at us, yes, we can, for we come from strong stock and can cope. Re-establishing the village to inspire and educate our youths to achieve regardless of where they start in life. For our mental wellness, we must all work together and value our ancestors' sacrifice. Okay, so that one was Let the Bells Toll. I think I've been given 10 minutes. I can probably share maybe another one, or this one's quite long as well, so I'll just see how I go. Now this one is called Unsung Heroes. Weep for the unsung Black war hero where he lies in his nameless grave, blotted from the pages of history with no one to tell that he too was brave. From Commonwealth he came without prompting for mother country to fight. And when the war ended, his comrades were quietly ushered away out of sight. A wife lost her husband, and a mother lost her only beloved son, so eager to do his duty, although he had not yet seen 21. Now he lies in some foreign field with only wild birds to sing his song, bringing sadness to my heart as I wonder how we can right this wrong. Silence in his family's great hall, not from respect, but from gross neglect. As in anguish he cries from his forgotten tomb, lest we forget, lest we forget. Images of my grandfather, rubbed out of history books, documentaries and films. No pension for his widow and sons, no gratitude for severed life and limbs. The 139 Jamaica Squadron, Gurkhas, anonymous African regiments too. Never have so many owed such unpaid debt to such patriotic few. Hang your head in shame, Tilbury Docks, for hostility as Empire Windrush brought the heroes back to a country ignorant of £6.1 billion given in raw materials, food and extra colonial tax. Do you know of the black factory workers, the forestry workers in Scotland from Belize? The black merchant navy seamen who kept Britain's trade routes open on the high seas? Brave Royal Air Force fighter pilots, bombing crews, ground staff, men and women too, who did duty without complaining simply because it was the right thing to do. Toiling behind the scenes, shedding red blood on muddy battlefields, what does it matter if you died well? Films still depict you smiling with broom in hand because heroic coloured faces just don't sell. Okay, that one was Unsung Heroes. And I think I had 10 minutes, didn't I? So I'm not sure. I can squeeze another one if you want me to, or I can leave it there.
Yeah, one more. Go on, please. Why not?
All right, then.
You.
Okay, a short one, I think. Yes, conscious bias rules. Unconscious bias in ignorance harmfully walks hand in hand with racism and prejudice. While some people treat others unequally due to negative stereotypes, and they don't even know this. We are brainwashed and miseducated not to know the truth about the difference of others, not realizing many have suffered for us to live the lives we do. They are all our sisters and brothers. They are so educational, but emotional. These conversations about inequality, colour and race, when some have the power to make the change for equality, regardless of the colour of our face. From time began, it was about power. Bloody war and terrorism for the elite to divide and rule. The masses are easier to control if we can't think for ourselves, and mob mentality makes us act like fools. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to leave it there.